Dude, this is some Kirby, like, Crystal something. I forgot the title of the game. I'm very excited to be opening the set, dude. Feel like I've been waiting since January because that's all people have been waiting for. All right, first 9 breaks are good to go. If it didn't show on YouTube, I'll just pan through them real quick. Before this coffee gets too cold, let this weekend be nuts. Cheers. Sorry if I can't see chat right now. I'm just printing everything. What's up, Rated? Yeah, I'm not doing gift cards this right now at all. No, but I will. No need to apologize, Chucky. All right. I got a bunch of the brakes pre-made. So I got a new camera mount for the Twitch cam. I'll have to make adjustments here and there, but for tonight, I'd say it's pretty good. And then we got the 151 right there. So basically an ETB in every brake. Okay, I definitely need to adjust the focus, I think. All right, so it's Haley's birthday at midnight, so I have to run upstairs and say happy birthday because she won't expect it. Even if she's sleeping, I'm gonna scare her. And if she's watching, you didn't hear anything. Don't forget about the energies. I have not cheated and looked at this set yet, so I have no idea what you're talking about. But I'm sure I'll figure it out. I don't even know what we should be tracking. I'm assuming Zard. So yeah, like I said, at midnight I have to run upstairs really quick, say happy birthday to Haley, and then run back down, and we'll start opening. This may be the first release right on her birthday. I'm used to it because every time there's a release on my birthday. 1 minute 30 seconds to be precise. Thank you for that sub, Andrew. All right, I have 1 minute. Hold on. I'll be right back. I got her. Scared her. All right, let's start. Dude, 151 is here, and I don't want to hear anybody saying anything negative about it. If I see anything negative being said about 151, I'm lighting you up. I'm going to have words for you. My boy Scorza, what's up? Shout out to Scorza for sending me very nice text messages. Lighting you up for what? No, it's not negative. But there's always someone to say something negative. All right, cheers. Let's get some heat. Let's go. Not everything is about you, Ivan. No, but for real, I have not cheated and looked at the set at all. So. Okay, we got Gyarados. What energies are you talking about? Just energies in general? Because that was non-hollow. There's an energy. Ooh. Alright, hold up. Light adjustment. Let me see how bad it is without it. First day of work tomorrow? I know how to fix this. Duh. New set is very good. Well, I'm 2 packs in, but yes. But yeah, just got a new mount for the Twitch camera, so making adjustments. Dratini with a Flareon. Who had grass? Harold got grass. Yo, got a Wigglytuff. That is very nice. I like it. Duncan. So today I was going to sleep before stream, like up until it, and perfectly screwed up the sleep schedule. But the world had other plans for me. The world said, hey, the electrician's coming over to fix the shoddy electrician work that the previous owners of the house had. Because we were doing some work in the bathroom. Haley's dad goes to take out the fixture, and he's like, okay, this is not good. He's like, this is a fire hazard. Yo, look at the swirls. Dude, that guy Ty, I have not seen you in a very long time. I'm sorry I did not point that out. How you been, dude? So I was gonna go to sleep at like 4. Ding! All I want to hear out of your mouth is, "Hey, Bish, I love what you do for me." That is disgusting. Wow. I'm giving Zard bucks for it. Oh, and she's gradable, dang. That card is disgusting. They call them God cards. The Charmander. Majestic. Wow, this card is actually disgusting. I want a lot of this. If I had like 100 of these, I'd be okay with it. Very gradable on the Charmander too. It's looking pretty good for grading this release. Hey man, I'm always opening the packs. This is what I was put on this planet to do. Well, first set of 9, very good. Let's see what the rest of the break has in store for us. Also, this break configuration will not be like this for the entirety of release if we get through the amount of breaks. Vivid will be swapped out, and also Crown will be swapped out. So take advantage of it while you can. And the case of Obsidian will still be on the table for the next person who pulls the Alt Gengar from Fusion. Oh my gosh, dude. Fire popping off. I'm kind of liking this new camera angle, I'm not going to lie. I got to make a little bit of adjustments. And I literally used a stud finder right before stream started to like fix this mount that was like popping out of the wall a little bit, and I still didn't hit the stud even though I used the stud finder. That's some good stuff right there. I don't think the screws were long enough. Duran, oh my, and a Zard, dude. So what you been up to, that guy, Ty? What games you been playing? Might hit Zard number 200 this stream. Stadium 1 and 2 on the Switch. Sonic Origins. Sonic Origins. That Larvitar. Is that new? Dude, I've been playing a lot of Don't Starve Together. I haven't played that game in a minute, and I honestly I've been craving it, and it's been really enjoyable. I wanted to get really good at it and last a lot of days. That one game that you said, Ivan, if you're still in here, you're like, what is this Walmart game? And I'm like, dude, Don't Starve is amazing. It's a very difficult game, but very enjoyable. So, have I been lying about how scarce 151 is? Because it's non-existent. I already saw a couple people saying stuff about it, but I warned everybody. Get it in breaks while you can. Came out this year. Some Game Gear Sonic games. That's nice. Dude, that guy, Ty, we were talking about old Lego PC games, like Lego Racers and whatnot. I personally really, really miss Lego Rock Raiders, and it is impossible, not impossible, but extremely difficult to run that game on a current PC, and I don't know why. Very nice. Lego Worlds. See, I never played that one. I feel like everyone had their Lego game. Mine was definitely Lego Rock Raiders, and I tried to get it fired up on the gaming PC, and legit, you have to run like an emulated version of Windows, of like the old Windows, to run the game. And I was like sitting there reading this all. I'm like, this is way too much work. I don't understand. It's like Minecraft, but like, that's actually pretty sick. I'm surprised a game like that didn't take off. If those two games were like in direct competition, I'd probably play the Lego game. Why wouldn't that game take off? That's so weird to me. I'd play that. That sounds like a good game. But yeah, that guy. I was trying to get that. I was trying to run Lego Rock Raiders, and I was about probably 30 minutes into reading and like trying to get it to run, and I was just like, this is literally the dumbest thing ever. So I just stopped. Yeah, but if they would open that up and just make it live, like servers, that'd be like a really big game. I played Sea of Thieves and grinded out the Ghost Curse, and I'm pretty sure like the game is dying slash dead at this point. I haven't touched it in about 2 months. I wanted to get the curse before the game died, so I did it. It's probably like the worst grind of my life because everyone just cheats. It's the same fun as real Lego without the mess. Dude, but the mess is like half the fun. I just remember playing Lego Rock Raiders, and then I had like the Lego Rock Raiders like set, like that I could build in real life, and it had like that drill on the front. Oh man, I gotta stop talking about it because now I really miss it, and it's gonna piss me off that I haven't gotten it to run on current Windows. They never made like a modern port for it, so you have to like download Windows 98 onto like an emulated computer. Have I ever seen Beetleborgs? Sounds familiar. Probably. Sonic isn't Sonic like Mega Bloks? Doesn't like Mega Bloks, like I know Mega Bloks has the Pokemon because I have a couple of those. I need to put on regular music. I forgot that I had Nintendo music on. As good as it is. before Power Rangers aired. That guy Ted, we were talking about. I just like wanted to see who's like heard of it, and I think there was maybe one person. You ever heard of Monster Rancher or watched it or played any of the games? It was like such a knockoff. It was like a knockoff of Pokemon, which was like a knockoff of Digimon. Like it was just like layers of knockoff. Yes, that show was actually pretty good. It had potential. You had the game. I had the game. I had one of the games for my Game Boy. Hyper Agatha, why not? Metabots? Oh, of course. You can watch Metabots on YouTube right now. Or Prime, I think. You're still not there, dang. Yo, first break, pretty solid. Pretty insane. Okay, I gotta like... I know, I remember that, dude, because that was the concept in the game. They would use like ancient stone discs to like awaken new monsters. Dude, that Venusaur is so clean. Solid first break. That Charmander too. Your first Game Boy game version was blue? I think mine was red, but I had both. I'm like trying to remember when I got the second game. If it was like... I think I like beat red and then at some point got blue as a gift. Alright, first break is done. It'll get faster. That show / game was like actually pretty good. Even though I remember like the Game Boy game was like pretty... I feel like it just took way too much grinding to progress at all in that game. The Game Boy version, anyway. It felt like a mobile game before those were even a thing. Alright, number 2. And like I said, the speed will pick up as the release goes on. Alright, I gotta like rebend this the way I had it bent before because it was so perfect. That was a good era in time. So many shows trying to ride the Pokemon wave. I don't even remember like where I watched that show specifically. I remember I had like 2 VHS tapes from EB Games before it was GameStop. Dude, these brakes are nice and beefy too. There's going to be a lot of hits. Dude, I'm telling you, I think I only knew it from that VHS tape. Was it a Konami show or was it Funimation? Probably Funimation. All right, more 151. Yo. These energies are like really, really nice. Dang, you gonna get that Venusaur graded or what? Who had water? Amada. My face is bloodshot red. Yeah, that's what happens when the background is red. If you change the background, then my face won't be red. Oh, you know what? On YouTube it is. Because the exposure on the camera resets every time. There we go. You got to be subbed to change the background, I believe. Dude, 2 energies. Very, very clean. And we got a Mew. Mew is actually really, really sick. Davide. Oh yeah, I restarted playing Rocket League again. I really like this golem. That's actually disgusting. Fighting Harold. Harold's on a roll, dude. How late am I gonna be? However long it takes, dude. I mean, I got 9 breaks full, and 9 breaks is not going to take me that long. So if people want more, grab more. And I'll be live the whole weekend. But I know all these old geezers go to sleep early now, so I might not see them till tomorrow. You used to... I bought Rocket League on Steam, and it was on sale, and I'm pretty sure it was like $10 or less. I don't like what they did with they like detached it from the Steam marketplace where you can't buy skins anymore or sell skins. You can't even buy crates anymore. You have to. The only way you could earn them is like through their battle pass. Oh, break 3 is right here, dude. Be there in no time. It really is. It was a game I hadn't touched in probably like 2 years, and coming back to it, it felt really good. Did they have golf? Because I don't remember if they did. Maybe it was in custom games. That Absol. Kevin. Duskull with a Mewtwo? Yes. It was Haley's birthday, so I had to. That's why I had to run upstairs during the countdown. I scared her. She was sleeping. In the game before, it was like that's the first time I played Rocket League was with my cousin Luca at his house, like, and it was like a demo. Haley and your brother had the same birthday. That's pretty cool. Isn't there like a weird statistic where if there's a room with like a certain amount of people, 2 people will always have the same birthday? I forgot what the number was, if it was like 10 people or something. Oh yeah, in Cali it's probably like what, 9 p.m.? That was a math fact. It's kind of crazy though that like that's a fact. Like it's always the case. Ooh. 10:30? Okay, 2 hour difference. I thought it was 3. Maybe that's Hawaii. They still have the hockey mode. I just got a really sick, like, disgusting skin, finally, that I was waiting for. I was, like, wondering when it was going to happen, and then it popped up, and I was like, finally, dude. But yeah, I really don't like what they did with, like, how they handle, like, transactions in that game. You can't buy crates anymore. You can get blueprints, but then you have to pay money to, like, build them. You can't, like, acquire things for free anymore. It says Epic Games has. Well, they recently came out with a battle pass that sucked me right in because it was for a Porsche 911. And my dad used to have that car. Like, that was like his first nice car he got. I think it was like an 88. And then you can unlock the turbo body. So I've been playing with that now. But yeah, dude, Rocket League is a solid go-to game. But I've been thoroughly enjoying Don't Starve if you ever played that. I never got, like, really good at that game, so, like, going back and, like, I watched, like, a couple YouTube videos just because you kind of got to figure out stuff for yourself, otherwise it doesn't really tell you. You know, yeah, it's an older game. You could probably buy it off of G2A really cheap, but it's a survival game. It's got like its own animations that are really, really cool. That was another game that I played at my cousin's house on his PlayStation before it even hit PC. I feel like it came out around the same time as Rocket League. Maybe like the same year. Can you play online on the Switch with that? Like against other people? Like, can you queue up? I know they made like a CS Source GoldenEye. Gudra. Dude, there's a lot of hits. a lot of the expansion. It's on the Switch now, Chucky. But it's like, yeah, it's a modern version of the N64 game. It's a remaster. Personally, I've said it before. I think they just need to give me a monthly fee to play any of the games from any console for Nintendo, like GameCube or N64. The trainer hits have been popping off here and there. Yeah, it wasn't full yet, so I didn't randomize it yet. An Erica from 151. I don't know what's in the set, dude. Everything is a first-time experience for me. What I could tell right now is I'm happy. I mean, obviously it was going to be that way anyway, but mixing it with everything else is essential because it'll last way longer and a lot more types get covered. Yeah, I know the issue is copyright, but like I think that's stupid. Because like a lot of the studios that like made those games are not even around anymore. Give them a royalty for download and move on. The studio's not doing anything with whatever idea they had copywritten. I just play those on emulators on my phone. You can play N64 on your phone. I thought iPhone did. You just have to use a different method. But wouldn't be too surprising. It's one of the first things I did for the flight for Italy. I played Emerald. Which honestly, dude, hardest part of Gen 3 is the Sky Tower to get Rayquaza. Literally getting the speed bike pattern perfect it was like almost impossible. I even put the game in slow-mo and it was still hard. All right, number 3. Got some long names up in break 3. Even harder when emulating on your phone. That's what I'm saying. Like, it made it harder to do that on your phone. Because, like, the controls aren't flawless. I even put it in, like you can, like, adjust, like, the speed of the game. And I put it slower and it still wasn't doing it. You don't know if you're going to make it a break 6? Man, you guys are turning into some geezers. What happened? People sleep now? Yo. Fighting right off the bat. Raul. Yo, that is disgusting. That's actually fantastic. Wow. I love it. I'm hoping to have all 3. Damn. Dude, the gradability on this set, very good. That's very gradable. That's a good shot at timing. Yo. That is disgusting. Davide. This set is gorgeous. Well done. The Arbok. What would really be funny is if on the bottom they had the same error. That would have been 10 out of 10, but probably too much to ask for. What do I do for birthdays? I feel like every birthday after 21st, nobody really cared that much, so I don't really do much. Usually I'm working because a release always falls on my birthday. I'm not a person who, like, needs, like, turns into, like, oh, I'm the birthday boy for this month, like, you know what I mean? Honestly, an ideal birthday for me is just relaxing. If we go somewhere, we go somewhere. If not, it's fine too. Dude, that Zapdos is clean. Superhood's birthday? I feel like whenever I'm live, like he'll buy in earlier in the day, but he's usually working or sleeping by the time I'm live. Mine's in November. Camera is blurry. Which camera? This camera? Dude, I'm looking at it right now. It looks pretty crispy. Do I think Evo cards are gonna worth any money? I mean, everything is worth something, but over time, hold up, who's got colorless? Over time, here's what I tell everybody. For me, it's not about value. I'm a person who collects because it's my childhood, and that's like it takes me back to like a time that I wish that like I could just go back to. But what I say to everybody, because people seem to like not be able to look beyond like 10 minutes, we know what happens over time. Certain things will go up more than others, but we know what happens over time. We have 20 plus years of data to go off of. So my answer to you is yes. I was a person. Listen, man, they already went up. And it'll continue to go up over time. But people would argue with me on a daily basis on stream, saying that like Evo is a horrible set, blah, 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 blah. I read something online. This is my opinion because I read it online and informed my own. I bought up as much Evo as I could when nobody wanted it. And then COVID happened and people realized like, oh wait, this is a good set. So my answer to you is Evo is definitely a very good set. So hopefully that answers your question. I know people like to put a dollar amount, like, oh, it's going to be this exact price in 5 years. They could be right, but more often than not, they're guessing. What I can tell you is over time, stuff increases. So whatever YouTuber or, Reddit thread trying to like get people to like undersell that so they can scoop it up and flip it, don't listen to them. Because their opinions change based on what goals they're trying to achieve. Dude, I had a pallet of Evo before that. That Ice Rider. Also, real man, I won my first tournament on Rocket League. I felt really good. I felt like we were waiting for opponents. And yeah, we kept Evo and breaks. And even when it went up to like $1,000 a box, we didn't change the price. And we kept it in breaks for like an extra like month, I want to say. What, for threes? I gotta get more ones and twos to get diamond rewards. I think I'm like 6 wins away. We get stuck with Ellen Keller. I feel like it's... I don't know how people can get up to a certain rank and be that bad. Like, biggest problem with me is like when people don't rotate and I'm stuck on defense. Otherwise, it's a free goal. Did I just see you had an anniversary? Anniversary's in April. But, yeah. This is the 151 release. And it's good to see you, too. I hope everything's going well with you. I have a feeling this release is we're gonna see a lot of like people we haven't seen in a while. I know who it is, dude. How you been? I see you on Facebook posting funny stuff. When the other team is even talking about how bad you are by telling you to stay in goal. My biggest issue right now with Rocket League is I'm always the one having to play defense because I have a teammate who's just, where's the ball? Where's the ball? Where's the ball? Really nasty pneumonia? Dude, last time I had pneumonia was like kindergarten. It is not fun. I still remember how like painful it was. I hope everything's okay with you, my guy. I did this card trick so incorrect that like I can't even fix it. It's a toss-up. I'll tell people, like, I guess I'll type every time we get scored on and we have no one in the net. I'm just like, well, I guess I have to stay on defense now. And usually it's a coin toss where they will adjust and actually rotate, or they just ignore it and then keep going. What also drives me absolutely insane in Rocket League is, yo, trainer. When you have a shot lined up, you're good, and then you have a teammate coming in from the side just taps it and ruins everything. It happens every time for me. They wanted to do a hospital stay, but I told the doctor you don't have beds. Oh, man. They just need a little side bed for it, dude. We were up 5-1 in a game today, and our teammate bumped me in for a free goal and missed. That's good stuff. Dude, I hope everything's been going good with you, boy. I haven't seen you in a long time. Dude, I moved up to the Great North. I'm in Wisconsin now. I don't know if you knew that. I'm defending the South from all the White Walkers with you, dude. We're the we're the men of the wall, dude. They want to forfeit with like 3 minutes left. Oh yeah, absolutely. Samuel Tarley. Isn't that the Jon Snow's friend? We talking Rocket League? Never played it, never will, but I'm almost at 1K hours on Fallout 4. Nice, dude, nice. Fallout 4, you know what I've had a hankering for is maybe if I play Fallout, like New Vegas. New Vegas, I thoroughly enjoyed. That is the second one we've pulled tonight. That's insane. Duncan. I don't even know what you said. 4 is your favorite for some. I mean, it just didn't. I was playing other games when it came out. I have it, but like I wasn't that interested in it. It's a very nice card. It's not easy to pull that either. I don't know. It wasn't me. Last pack Magic, dude. What a break. This is why you mix sets right here. You sold out your cards? No, you didn't tell me that, dude. I mean, it's always here for you whenever you want it, you know? For me, I could never sell anything in my collection. It's just the way I am. I'm too compulsive. Dude, there was a lot of gold that break. Besides Tuesdays and Thursdays or on the weekends. You still have your Mewtwo's, though, but not sure. I'm sure you do. Dude, that break was insane. Oh my gosh. It's a good song, but it doesn't belong in this playlist. Your little brother has been coming after your cards. You're like, nope. I was fortunate enough to have like the majority of my cards from my childhood, and I've gotten a lot of them graded, but I still have a lot. They're all sitting in like a cardboard. Like it holds like all the bulk kind of, but I have everything penny sleeved and top loaded out of the binders. What's up, Gold? Is there a Charizard? Oh yes, there is. I can't approve that because it's not family friendly, but yes. Dude, I have one of those and it almost black labeled. How much are the 151 packs going for? We do breaks here, so like you buy in, you get a random type, and you get every single card of that random type that you're assigned. So it's a more cost effective way instead of paying like $20 to $25 a pack. You trade me your dog? Nah, dude. Everything stays in my collection. I don't sell or trade. I'm sorry. But not to be confused, we do have Obsidian in the break, and that one is dark. Just to clarify. But I'm sure you already knew that. Sees your base Zard reprints and wants them, and you're like, nah, nah. I got my first edition Zard still. No. So that bounty is still active. This break configuration is not going to stay this way for the entire release. I think after like 40 of these breaks, Vivid's going to be out and Crown's going to be out. So Fusion will be back in, and the next person to get an alt Gengar will get a case. No, I haven't seen that. What I have been watching is the one YouTuber, J-Rose, who sees how fast he can beat the game with like certain Pokemon and just like single Pokemon, and he has like an entire ranking system based on how fast and how efficiently he clears. I think Mewtwo is number one still. He recently did he did another playthrough where he beat the game with Shuckle, and it was very painful. I have to finish watching that video. I think it took him like 2 or 3 hours to be able to beat the first gym. And I'm pretty sure like the gym leader in Gen 3 has like a level 9 Pokemon. Or no, it's Roxanne. But still, it's like level 12. I was thinking Faulkner. So, like, the way he sets it up is like he's got like an emulator, and he starts with the Pokemon as if it was a starter, like level 5. And he destroyed, like, he just swept through the entire thing. I'll open everything that's full. It's not going to take me that long. Wait till you deal with that annoying. Oh, yeah. No, Faulkner's Gen 2. It was Faulkner. Where he had, like, literally a Pidgeotto that was, like, level 9. I said I was thinking Faulkner. It's Roxanne in Gen 3. But the way he beat the game with Shuckle in the Gen 2 playthrough that he had to abuse Defense Curl, which I didn't even know doubles the initial damage of Rollout. And Rollout, whenever it hits, it doubles every time. So if you start with the damage being doubled, it hits a lot harder. I recently, when I flew to Italy, I played Pokemon Crystal on my phone. and I used a Miltank for the first time, and I was like, damn, this is actually really good. And then on the flight back, I played Emerald on my phone. Gen 2 had major issues, though, when you got to the Elite Four. There was not enough experience. If you didn't have the same team for the majority of the game, you were not going to be the proper level for Elite Four ever. I'm assuming the Zard, one of the Zards, the Alt Zard. Oh, Sword and Shield, dude. I stopped playing after I realized that, like, before the first gym, you could just be in, like, that wilds area and not leave until you have the perfect team. But I thought Miltank only knew rollout. No, you could teach rollout to a good number of Pokemon, like Snorlax. But if you use Defense Curl, I didn't know, but it doubles the damage, and it could keep. So you could stack Defense Curls. So like your starting damage is like 45. Arceus was pretty good though. I enjoyed Arceus. A lot of those Pokemon had moves that like were unique to them, like Rapid Spin, and it sucked. Like Rapid Spin was not a good move. I haven't played Scarlet and Violet yet. I was saving it for stream. Okay. Blastoise. Water. Alexander. Nick Chubb should have used rollout. Oh my gosh. That is a filthy pack. Bro. Who's Psychic? Daryl. I think that's Strike. And Colorless, Jay. Dude, that's a clean Wigglytuff. Both look very gradable, between a 9 and a 10. Tauros in the original games actually had a really good time on that YouTube channel that I was talking about. If you're ever bored, dude, it's really entertaining because he has a lot of different Pokemon he does it with. I don't know who said that, but that's a sick Ivysaur. Dude, Gold Mew is filthy. If you're gonna get back into it, 151 is what will bring people back. That I could promise you. The set is already gone. Like, Anyone who is selling it straight up and not mixing it like I am, they are already sold out. 100%. I like it's not going to be findable at stores. That's spicy chicken. I mean, most people are sleeping right now, and they're gonna wait till tomorrow to buy in. UT, is that like a like an all-terrain vehicle? Like a Polaris? An Arctic Cat? That's pretty cool. So does it have like... Arctic Cat is making me feel like it's got like tank tires. If that's the case, that's sick. Even if it's not the case, I want to get an ATV just for plowing the driveway. I'm very tempted. I've been on the fence about it. I'm just going to pull the trigger one day. I feel like we're going to see a Hyper Pikachu. We hadn't seen one. Full Art Trainer. I'm going to try to go earlier. Maybe like 5 or 6, but I know people are used to the regular time and I don't want to deviate too much. You bought your UTV for plowing, which is why you paid so much. The thing of it is like, to buy that used, I feel like it's a higher chance of like you buying something with a lot of problems. If you live out in a rural area, you get an ATV again. I'm trying to like... I don't know. I have like a list of things that like I need to get before that, but every time it's getting a little closer. I gotta get a lot of the windows replaced, just because I'm getting drafts. You have to carry, dude. You want something new because you never know how someone be. Exactly. Like recently, a major purchase besides the house was a car, because before that, all of the cars I had were used. It was the first new one I bought. I don't know. Automod's on high alert lately. These brakes have been popping off with hits, though. I'm very happy about it. Galarian Surfetched. Yeah, I don't know, dude. Fighting is Alex. I'm probably running low on great balls. Yeah, Fusion Strike is going to be back in the breaks after like probably like 40 of these. You lose a lot of money. I mean, it depends on the car, dude. I got a Tahoe, and they are like crazy holding their value, like always. It was only like $5,000 cheaper to get something that was like 3 years old and a lot of miles on it. When Haley was looking for her car, we were looking at like EV cars, and it was like not worth it. I was like doing my homework on it, and they were overcharging, and they kept saying there's shortages, and I'm like, I don't care. So we just didn't. High five. I catch it, dude. And everyone in my family who had an EV has like gotten rid of it pretty much after like the first couple of years because there's too many issues. So I kind of dodged a bullet on that one. Rayquaza. Hey, this is good. I'm gonna be 30 in November. Next year will be 7 years of doing this. Or next April. 35? Hey. It's good. Very good brake. In my parents' basement, dude. Before I was working a 9 to 5 and then doing it when I got home. Solid brake. I don't feel like older anyways either. Exactly. You had to start somewhere, dude. All right, number 5. Oh, dude, it's 2 in the morning. Everyone who watches is asleep right now. But got to keep the tradition going with the midnight release. Renegade, I haven't seen you in forever. Oh man, I hit him so hard with that top loader. It had the perfect rotation on it. We out here, dude. What's up, Ron? Did I seriously have perfectly 9 pieces of paper for the brakes in the printer? If so, that is hilarious. Yeah, I sent him mystery boxes a while ago. I did have exactly 9 sheets of paper in there. That's hilarious. I haven't talked to him in a while now. I'm not going to prove that, but Nick is good. I just copied and pasted a break that was already posted there. I'll see him by the end of this weekend, so we can ship out all your guys' stuff. You still have that Sword and Shield. Oh man. I'm trying to remember. I don't think it was that bad. I'm happy I stocked the fridge, dude. We do gift cards and then shirts. And then at the end of the year, we have that's the main big giveaway. Oh, did he? I think I remember. People do have interesting names, though, on the internet. Wigglytuff. That grass energy. Okay, I'm feeling something big coming out here. I always try to like get him on camera on accident, and it became a meme. That's Psyduck. I learned recently that in the original game, Psyduck wasn't even Psychic Water or Golduck. I don't know who that is, Chucky. He honestly, like, he has no issues being on camera. It just became a meme at this point where not having him on camera was what we did. Chucky, honestly, it's been me and Nick for a very long time. Anybody else who isn't around doesn't really matter. You know what I'm saying? Because we're the ones that care about you. The full arts are really, really nice. I'm surprised that these ETBs didn't have 10 packs. And the Ninetales. Like, it really honestly threw me off. I've been so used to it. We have a fantasy league going right now, dude. You just missed it. I just won last week. I'm 1-1. My opponent this week had Aaron Rodgers at QB, so he was just done. See, dude, I can't do more than one or, like, my brain starts to melt. One is, like, enough for me. Friends and Galar. Who's training? Daryl? Yep. 3 is your sweet spot, that 5 less. Yeah, it's too much, dude. Like, 1, I already feel like I always have to, like, be careful. This year I drafted like a champ. Hopefully it pays off. I went for running backs real early. And then my strategy was to let like everyone pick the wide receiver ones, and then wide receiver twos would be up for grabs, and those are the ones that always get the passes. The wide receiver ones are always triple coverage. Every time I pick like the best wide receivers, I'm always let down. That Gengar. Touch a Beldum, please. I still don't have a shiny. Planeswalker, I love how you nonchalantly just got a shiny in the gaming stream. I'm happy I kept T. Higgins in this week. He dropped a goose egg for me week 1. That's why I lost. And then he drops like the most points ever the following week. Yo, spicy. No, Great Ball increases the chance to catch. I think it's 55% or 65. Who had fire? Sergio. Cherish Ball, an Ultra Cherish Ball. Nice. Waters Herald. Yeah, no problem. And don't worry, you messed up. Hill is having a good season. I'm pretty sure, isn't he? Nick was one of the worst drafted teams in our league, like grade-wise, and he's, I think, in first right now. I have Saquon Barkley, and he's already just skipping games, and I'm just, like, annoyed. Okay, hyper fighting. I have Philly's quarterback, and I got their wide receiver. They popped off last week. Just straight up destroyed the Vikings. Sergio, you got both of those rainbows. That's pretty sick. Banana legs. Yeah, dude. I feel like I had him a couple years back, and it was the same story. Gloom. Yeah, it's really annoying when it's just constantly like little injuries, maybe taking a game or two off, and it's like it's not good to have on your roster. I feel like trying to watch games has gotten progressively worse every year. Like last week, it was on Prime. This past week, I could not get the Giants game at all because I have Bijan, my boy, who's projected like 12 points every week, and he's always dropping 20. I don't know what's going on with that. Another solid break. You are not first, but welcome. Thank you for that sub. Haley and her dad love watching those movies, and we saw like, I don't know, not the most current one that's out for Fast and Furious. It was like the one before that, and I was just like not into it. I was like, this is entertaining, but like at a certain point, it's like, what are we doing here? This is no longer about cars. Jeez. That bulk did not want to stay, but I got it. Down the dam. Bro, you know what was like the most shocking thing ever was seeing the dude from Tokyo Drift. The same dude from like Friday Night Lights. He looked awful in that movie. He looked like he went on a bender doing like heroin or something. I don't know what happened to that dude. Fast 5 was good. When I saw the Tokyo Drift dude in like Fast in Furious 9, or I think it was 9. I was like, what happened to him? He looked like decrepit. You need to heat this brake? You've seen how these brakes have been, dude. What you got? You got Psychic Grass? Easy. So we've seen one alt Venusaur. Growing up? I mean, the Pokemon movie, dude. No, I had a lot of favorite movies. I've seen all those, though. Little Jean-Claude Van Damme, dude. With that accent. Small Soldiers. That was with the kid from Smart House, I think. Van Damme is your favorite? Trying to think of like a good line to say from him with his accent. Like black underwear, something like that. I mean, Scores, the last time you got into a break, it was multiple Zards. I feel like we're sitting pretty right now. I feel like Hulk Hogan was recently like on a podcast. Like talking about how they were trying to like throw him off of the network. What? Van Damme used to play the Predator in the Predator movie? That's actually disgusting. I never knew that. Sorry, I had to reload on top loaders. And quit right before the filming started? Oh, okay, so it wasn't him. But like it could have been him. What was one of those things that I learned recently? De Niro was almost casted as Captain Jack Sparrow. And that movie would have sucked with him. Could you imagine, dude? Instead of saying like, you have heard of me. Yeah, you heard me. Just with his face. He would have ruined that movie. You know what I watched recently on dude, Netflix has been fighting for my subscription this month. I watched Public Enemies, where he plays John Derringer. I had never watched that movie before. Spectacular movie. Nuke, thank you for the follow. Giovanni's Charisma, that's a first. That card is disgusting. But yeah, I watched Public Enemy for the first time. Fantastic movie. Will always be Edward Scissorhands. Dude. Ryan. Christian Bale was in that movie too. He was like the protagonist. Leo should have won awards for that movie. Oh, you know what's on Netflix right now? If you have not seen Vice, watch Vice. If you're into like government conspiracy kind of stuff and just like interesting. Vice was one of the best movies I think I've watched recently. And it's on Netflix right now. Not to get political in here because we don't talk politics, but Dick Cheney is the main person. And Christian Bale plays him. And he actually got fat for the role. And it's actually insane. Dude is probably one of the best actors to walk the earth. Psychic, John, my guy. I just knocked over my stack of top loaders. Just a couple off the top. But yeah, if you've not seen Vice, fantastic movie. Alright, who's got colorless? Harold, you're welcome. Have you seen that movie? Honestly, dude, like that movie, it honestly, like, it blew me away. Because, like, it was, like, so crazy good. Steve Carell plays, what's his face? Rumsfeld? Seeing Steve Carell play a serious character, he nailed it. About OVW. I started watching the that Malaysia airline documentary. I did not know how crazy that whole ordeal actually was. Where like they still like to this day don't exactly know what happened. The Illusionist, where he plays the magician. Or no, I'm thinking of Prestige. No, then never mind. Where Christian Bale is a magician, you got Wolverine as the competitor magician. Fantastic movie. I don't care enough about One Piece to like care about the live action, if I'm being honest. The Invisible Man? No. Before that, one of the most interesting documentaries that I was watching was there was a documentary series, like a mini documentary series on And One, if you remember that brand. And The League. A lot of people, like, I feel like if they didn't grow up when it was big, they probably don't even recognize the brand. He talks to ghosts, but dude, the Prestige was fire. Oh my gosh, yeah. I love that. Grass, John. I remember when they did the live action Dragon Ball Z movie, and it was probably the worst movie I've ever seen in my life. I don't know what they were thinking with that movie. Whoever directed that movie probably has not gotten a job since. Gold Rayquaza. Oh my gosh. I can't even get hype pulling it for Harold because he never says thank you. On Namek. Well, yeah, I'm talking about like the live action movie. Dude, I wish that they continued Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man to this day. The new one's okay, but like Andrew Garfield's one was like actually sick. When he fights Rhino at the end, and then like they have the teaser for the next movies that never happen with like the Scorpion suit. If you had a movie with Scorpion, I still remember it from the N64 game. Okay, so recently, on that subject, gaming Mandela effect right here. Okay? For those of you that had an N64 and played Spider-Man on the N64, on the cartridge, Spider-Man is on the cartridge, right? This Mandela effect shook me at my core. I had to go and find my actual physical copy to look at it. Was Spider-Man on the cartridge for the N64 game? The cartridge was red. I didn't watch that one. I remembered, it is no, but I remember vividly that it was yes. And I was like, there's no way this is true. I had to actually go and check my physical copy. No, not two versions. It was on the box art, but I guess like there might have been some licensing issues with putting Spider-Man on the cartridges. I distinctly remember there being a Spider-Man on the actual cartridge. Dude, that one, I kind of remember it, and it's really weird. Another recent video game Mandela effect was Halo 2 playing split screen on the campaign. Halo 2 campaign story mode split screen. Apparently was never a thing. Even though I distinctly remember it. And there's like it's still being debated, but there was never a version of Halo 2 where you could do split screen. I remember it too. There was never split screen for the campaign for Halo 2. And it wasn't patched out either. People have dug. It's so weird. Multiplayer, you could have 4 people on the screen. There was no multiplayer campaign. That one kind of blew my mind a little bit. That Aegislash. That I'm not sure of. Maybe 3. Unless the Mandela effect is 4-3. Yeah, the multiplayer was always multiplayer. You could have multiple people. What I'm saying is specifically the campaign. Dude, I remember playing Halo 3's beta for 2 weeks, but you had to buy Crackdown. And honestly, Crackdown was a really good game. I look at Modern Warfare like I look at Madden. And like I'm not really like too like crazy about it. It's the same game every year. Back in your college was crazy. Me and my buddy Kyle, you were the best players. Like I remember one time amongst my friends, I like 1v8, just no problem. But me and Kyle used to tear it up. Who's got colorless? Harold once more. I honestly miss EB games. Dude, NFL Street was so much fun. Also had the best soundtrack. What do we got here? Rayquaza. I don't know if we had Micro by us. All the EB games turned into GameStops by us. That is a very not easy to get trainer hit, Victor. Very nice. when you played it? Oh, yeah. I had an NFL Street Football, and it was my favorite football I ever had. Because whenever you threw a spiral, it had those colors, and it looked crazy. Right. How much was like how big were the teams in Street? Wasn't it like only like 4 or 5? I'm trying to remember. I know it wasn't like a full roster, like 11 people on the field or 10. I think because it wasn't 3-on-3. Not a bad break. I remember the NBA Street for Xbox where you would flip off the backboard, and that was my favorite. What happened to the Street games? They don't make them anymore. I just kind of noticed that. I remember, I think Planeswalker told me something about, like, they discontinued them. Gotcha. Same with all the backyard games, dude. No more backyard football or baseball. That's how all the companies are now, dude. It sucks. I never. I think it was past my time. I think I played it like at a friend's house once. Yeah. My parents weren't letting me play that. All right, number 7. Might have been the first electric energy. Excuse my yawning, dude. I like was gonna sleep and then I couldn't because the contractor or electrician came over. So now I'm really dead. Yeah. COVID canceled a lot of stuff. A lot of us were going to go to TwitchCon before. That Alakazam. Joseph. That water energy. Very clean. Oh my gosh. Got like the weird hiccups right now, sorry. Colorless. Both of these cards are disgusting. That's a lot. That Dragonair. Bro, this art is proven to be elusive. Last concert I went to was Logic opened for Blink 182 in the Padres Stadium, and it was at TwitchCon. That Absol. They were really good. Teacher. Supposed to rain again? I feel like it's been raining for like 3 days. Wow. Ryan, that is insane. Yeah, the gloom. So everyone who's in the breaks, you get all of your hollows and reverse hollows. I just sleeve them off camera, just to save time. But it still gets sleeved. I'm not like trying to like, you know, skimp on people. They're still gonna get it. No, hey, that's a good question. I appreciate you pointing that out. Keeps me honest, you know? Ooh. Absolutely, dude. Someone's got to do it. Dude, every break has been crazy. I did not mean to hit the horn. I'm sorry. My name is Jeff. Button is 10 out of 10. Talent Flame. Absolutely, dude. I'll be live all weekend. Feel free to come hang out. I hope you feel better. I love it when people from like a while back come back and hang out. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm actually like in bad shape right now because of the lack of sleep now. The electrician coming right when I was supposed to fall asleep was 10 out of 10. Screwed everything up for me today. Alakazam. I know, Chucky. I'm probably gonna call it here, and we'll start with break 8 tomorrow. Or later today, rather. Not tomorrow. Because I'm gonna, like, throw up, honestly. Because I have not slept since yesterday. Like, the day before. I was supposed to sleep at 4. Didn't happen. Plus, people want to be awake for their break, too. I know a lot of people cannot stay up until this time on a work night. I'm very happy that the amount of hits that are coming out of these breaks, though. This combination is pretty insane. I didn't catch the Rapidash, damn. I'll be shooting for like a 5 o'clock start time. Chilling Reign does have the golden Snorlax. You are correct. And we haven't seen it in a little bit. Alright guys, good start to this release. Tomorrow is going to be insane. Later today, sorry. It's already Friday. So, between 4 and 5 o'clock Central Time. Because I need to sleep before I throw up. Because, like, I'm so tired, like, to the point where it's like I'm going to, like, get sick. I'll end that next stream, Chucky. That way people are awake to see it. And remember what I said, Chucky, about giveaways. Giveaways are like Fight Club. You understand? All good. No, I know. I appreciate it. Alright, guys. Between 4 and 5 o'clock Central Time, we will recommence with break 8. Love every single one of you. You're all beautiful.